Here in the Norvinsk region, survival is about knowing the land. And in the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Priorzesk Nature Reserve, more commonly known as woods, one figure stands above the rest. A silent, deadly force known as Shturman. For many, the dangerous figures that control parts of the exclusion zone are just obstacles, roadblocks to valuable loot. But Sturman, the master of the woods, challenges that perception. His presence hinting at deeper, unresolved stories tied directly to the very collapse of this region. A major clue to Shturman's true nature lies within his name. Shturman in Russian translates to navigator, implying that this is someone who knows the lay of the land intimately. The Priorzesk Nature Reserve is a vital and dangerous transit zone, connecting the outskirts of Tarkov to industrial areas riddled with hidden minefields and sniper nests. Without a guide, you're dead. A navigator here would be indispensable, someone who can move people or cargo through routes no one else knows. This points to Sturman being a master of movement, perhaps a smuggler, or a guide for those trying to get in or out of the sealed-off city. But Sturman is never alone. He's flanked by two heavily armed guards, and together they control the sawmill, a fortified hideout littered with communications gear suggesting it's a logistics center or a command post. Their combat behavior is starkly different to other hostile groups. Shturman is a dedicated sniper, engaging targets from long range with his SVDS, repositioning and using the sawmill for cover. His guards provide support and utilize flanking maneuvers, laying down suppressive fire and move in to overwhelm targets. This coordinated approach, with the sniper providing overwatch while a fire team goes in for the kill, is a demonstration of sound military principles. They're defending this territory with a level of tactical discipline that suggests formal military training or extensive real-world combat experience. Their gear also tells us about their fighting style. Sturman himself wears no armor, absolute confidence in his ability to eliminate threats before they can even touch him. His guards, on the other hand, wear heavy body armor, but no helmets. They're prepared to absorb body shots while maneuvering, but don't anticipate close-quarters fights where headshots become more likely. This is the profile of a highly skilled, supremely confident sniper team that believes its strategy of long-range engagement is infallible. While Sturman operates in isolation, he's not disconnected from the larger power struggles. The only explicit perspective we get on Sturman comes from another figure, Jaeger, the old hunter who considers the woods his domain. Jaeger doesn't see a rival, he sees an infection. If there's an infection in this forest, then you need to get rid of it immediately. One such infection settled here. They call it Shturman. He and his crew set up at the sawmill, so now I don't feel safe even in my own reserve. Deal with it. It'll be for the better, for the forest and the people. But be careful, Sturman has friends, and they all can shoot well. But the most significant connection is to Terror Group, and the sawmill itself holds the evidence. We're talking communications equipment, abandoned vehicles, and most importantly, Terror Group Labs access keycards. The concentration of such high-value corporate artifacts strongly implies a direct link. Were they former Terror Group security gone rogue, or a rival group who overran an outpost? Either way, Sturman is a potential keeper of Terror Group's secrets, making his stronghold a place of immense strategic interest to anyone trying to uncover the truth of what happened here. The final layer of insight comes from Sturman's unique key and the contents it unlocks. The key itself is called Sturman's Stash Key, the gang's common fund. Common fund implies a collective, a shared resource. This speaks to a level of organization far beyond typical scavengers who operate on pure individualism. It suggests a cohesive unit with shared goals, managing their collective wealth. The key's fragility hints at a makeshift origin, but also emphasizes the fleeting opportunity it presents to access these resources. This key unlocks a hidden stash at the sawmill, a simple box nestled against a woodpile. Inside are high valuable items and weapons. But the most significant item is the Red Rebel Ice Pick, a valuable asset that allows for special access to often safer cliffside extraction points all around Tarkov. This is the final piece to the puzzle. A navigator who controls key transit routes and possesses the tools necessary to access secure exits from other high-stakes locations is perfectly positioned to be a high-end smuggler. The contents of his stash are likely a reflection of the gang's role. The Red Rebel is the ultimate tool for an expert guide, and its presence in their common fund solidifies their identity as masters of navigating the deadly terrain of Tarkov. Sturman is a highly skilled and disciplined operative, leading a loyal cadre. He's a navigator of the woods, a master of his domain, with operational security and tactical prowess rivaling trained professionals. Shturman is a figure tied to the deeper conspiracies of the Tarkov region, a silent and deadly guardian of the woods and the secrets it holds. His story reflects Tarkov as a whole, a brutal battle for territory, resources, and survival fought by shadowy figures with dangerous, obscured pasts. What other secrets does this nature reserve hold? And what role might Sturman play if the full truth of Terror Group ever comes to light?